Good morning. Thank you for being here. I want to first thank the Alliance members for their meticulous work in pulling together the purposes of this Alliance and the invitation to include others, including people not just here today, but also online. I'm thankful for the steering committee, people such as Dr. Mitch Glazer, who we just heard from, Dr. Daryl Bach, and Joel Rosenberg, and their demonstration of biblical unity throughout this entire process. I also want to thank you, members of the media, for being here today. In our survey, we asked which of the following have influenced your opinions about Israel. 56% of people replied, the Bible, which is a good thing. But next came the media. You, at 27%, influence people's views on Israel. That means you have an important role in this discussion, and we want to invite you and encourage your participation with these findings and with fellow Alliance members as we seek to unite pro-Israel evangelicals. Allow me to draw your attention to the ethical section in our statement on Israel. I realize that even in my opening remarks today, using words like evangelical and Israel can sometimes, and in some circles, be controversial. Living in a soundbite culture has allowed us to get sloppy, not only in our communication, but also in our listening. While we, as an alliance, take a positive theological position towards Israel, please note carefully that this is in no way abandoning other people and other nations. You will find us unique here, whereas many other people addressing Israel and the Middle East will shy away from clear communication and clear definitions because of the white-hot rhetoric or them perceiving this as merely a political issue, not deeply theological. We want to help facilitate a better hope and understanding of the complexities of the Middle East, including its roots and its history that are in the Bible. So due to the sake of time, I cannot go over all of those, but please note that they are under number 6 to 10 to see our care and our concern for all people in the region. In my time remaining, I would like to address millennials, as we see a very wide gap in our beliefs towards Israel. And I believe there is room for us to grow here. Scott McConnell, Executive Director of Lifeway Research, who you've heard from this morning, says, and I quote, "For the most part, younger evangelicals are indifferent about Israel." We will address this more later today and in the weeks and the months to come, but many millennials have a view without a conviction, and I want to challenge us here. What are your attitudes towards Israel and the peace process, and are they biblically informed? I saw similar indifference on my university campus as cohabitation was on the rise, and the culture at large began questioning the definitions and the distinction of marriage. My own belief systems were challenged, but this was for my benefit, as it caused me to go to the Word of God, the only thing unchanging in a very changing culture. As I came to the conclusion, after years of study, that God cares deeply for marriage. He not only begins the Bible with it, but he ends with the wedding feast. It would be 10 years later that I would meet and marry one of God's greatest gifts to me, who is my husband, Joel. I am so glad I did not let cultural trends root my belief system. Millennials, are you willing to look at your belief system in regards to Israel? Have you settled for social justice instead of rooting yourself with an understanding of biblical justice? My husband and I are expecting our first son this June. What a blessing from God. And while our son is a gift to us and will be a gift to me, our son will not replace the role of my husband. I will love both by God's grace, but both men in my home will have distinct roles. I would be making a colossal mistake to believe my son is a replacement of my husband. Israel, please forgive us where we have boasted against you the true olive tree. May we all advocate for the peace of Jerusalem and for the freedom of all people. Thank you.